the house. I made a quick video that you're going to see right before this one, which is Henry. And I saw Henry today at Timmons, and I haven't seen him in so long. And you'll see on that video how gifted Henry is. He's got the gift. I stopped at Stripes. I just, off the cuff, I said, I'm going to get some of the guys. But I wanted it on video, so you could see. All right, this is Andy and Crow and Jimmy. I had to kind of settle Jimmy a little bit. He's been a little wired today. Gave him a little rebukes on the way over to the bluff. It's kind of personal stuff here. Better settle down, Jimmy boy. Okay, here's the gifts. I just got y'all some Snickers. That's it.
All right.
I figured I used to when we did the I didn't plan on it. When we did the meetings, when I was doing those home Bible studies or all over, I used to always stop. I just felt, that year I felt God said, I want you to just take the guys. I always pay for the gas. But I made it a habit that I would stop at the Stripes, the little corner stores, and I told whoever went to the meetings, I said, guys, I'm going to buy you every day, every time we do a meeting, which was almost every day, Bishop and all these places.
I remember that.
I said, buy snacks. I said, so just, it's on me. And I kind of used my credit card that whole year for gas and everything. I said, I'm just going to use everything this year until it piles up. And sure enough, my friend Matt, I like old Matt. I got into it with Matt a few times. But
Wasn't he the one who
he would almost do shopping. He did like $30 of snacks. He got all the stuff. I said, Matt, this isn't grocery shopping. we're going to just share a little bit. I'll have Andy and Crow, whatever, Jimmy, whatever they want to talk about. But I mentioned on the video with Henry, which we just did a few minutes ago, that Melissa, a new friend of mine, Melissa, and we've not done any videos because that's only if I'm doing a little meeting, and I've not done it. But she quoted right at the end when we were leaving, she just opened the Bible and read from John's Gospel. And the last verse was, a man can receive nothing except it is given unto him. She just read about 10 verses, and that's one of the key verses for me, for many of the ones I quote, but that was a key one. So I knew God speaks to us in many ways. Okay, who's going to speak? Andy, you got any words? Any particular? Nothing? Crow, anything? Okay, Jimmy, it's going to be you can read something if you want.
Well, I was trying to find that verse.
Make sure you guys are
our new friend, she picked up the Bible, arbitrarily opened it with her back towards me and John, and read from John about some of John's disciples not being all in kind of on the same page. And I thought to myself, wow, how profound the Lord's words come when we need it the most. The message was that my friend John,
that's how Jimmy took it, yeah.
Disciples are arguing or not all in line and on the same page. And I thought, wow, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was about this morning. And I'd like to see some of John's disciples, some of my constituents, and that we could all get on the same page.
The verse, I kind of know it somewhat, but it says after John was put in prison, John the Baptist got arrested, and there was some type of a dissension, and we read about in the Gospel of John that we read that John the Baptist at one point, it's kind of famous, he sent some messengers to Jesus and said to Jesus, art thou he that was to come, or do we look for another? And it's interesting because I've heard some preachers say that even John the Baptist doubted, because Jesus then tells these two messengers that John sent, and John was in jail at the time. He says, look at all the things I'm doing, look at all the miracles, look at all this thing, and go tell John what you're seeing. Go tell John the Baptist, I'm fulfilling the calling of the Messiah.
Wait. Which John? John's in prison?
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist is in prison.
Yes.
And Jesus has sent two.
John the Baptist sent two messengers to Jesus.
To Jesus. Oh, Jesus is in jail.
No, John the Baptist is in jail.
And he sent two messengers to Jesus a free man.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
And that's in the story as well. That's part of it,
Okay.
but it might be in the other chapter. So Jesus assures John the Baptist and says, go show John all these things, all the signs that Jesus was fulfilling of the Messiah that was spoken about. And also sometimes people interpret that maybe John the Baptist wasn't really doubting, but maybe John the Baptist was surprised that he was in jail and sort of like saying, are you really the one that should come?
Because you're a God, you don't
Well,
have to be a
look,
person.
I'm in jail. I'm the forerunner. I'm the prophet that was prophesied in Malachi and Isaiah. It could be like John was saying, what am I sitting in jail? You know, the kingdom's coming,
And I
and
got
I'm
things
in
to
jail.
do.
So some take it that way. But the disciple also, between John the Baptist's ministry and then Jesus began baptizing, it says he had more disciples than John. And that's when some of the people came to John. This might be also in John chapter 3, this story. This is all in the Gospel of John. And they said to John, look, more people are going to Jesus. He's getting a bigger following than we're getting. And that's when John says, Henry quoted it in the other video, he must increase and I must decrease. And John was saying his ministry was fulfilled because he was decreasing from the scene. Shut up! And John was increasing, or Jesus was increasing. So all of that interplay, you're going to hear all my dogs. I'm going to go cast demons out right now. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! See, that's how I do it. You guys never seen me on video like that. Andy, you're not ready for nothing yet. I won't shine the light on you. Okay.
Another question I had
Go ahead.
was from John.
By the way, Jimmy, on the way over to Flower Bluff from Jimmy's place, Jimmy did take the verses that Melissa read, and because it was about the disciples, John's disciples, and Jimmy said that's very significant. And I said yes. I said
I
yeah.
said, what a coincidence! What a coincidence! We have a
But you were-
rabbi.
You were much more animated
Yeah,
when we were in the, and I had to.
because we were running out of time.
I had to-
We're on the road. We're going 60 miles an hour.
I had to anoint you with the spirit of like calm it down,
Exactly.
and you received it.
Yeah. And I also still have the question,
Yes.
and I want some answers, but they got to come from God. I got to find a secret place, and I will.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
Now I know what they're talking about 91. But
Yes.
That's not what I'm going after protection. I want some answers.
It's pretty out there too.
And I've been told how to get these answers is that you go to your secret place and you play earnestly and you say your question,
Yes,
whatever the
yes.
question is, and you will receive an answer. It's promised. I'll get my answers and I'll get them exactly what I'm asking for. That's all. And it's in John, and I was asking which page because I know
Yes, I'm
adapt,
not-
adapt, but I'll figure it out.
Yes.
I'll read it if I have to, the whole thing.
Yes, Jesus said you'll go to the Father yourself, and He'll answer the lot. And God, okay, that's it.
He said anything.
It's a short video because we did Henry. I'm very grateful you got to see Henry, and I'll have him hopefully, God willing, share more. That was it. I just had a few guys, so wanted you to see it.